It's easy to blame somebody else for your economic struggles, but one Israeli organization claims that you can overcome a lot of your financial issues by yourself. Paamonim is a non-profit social organization that provides economic education and assistance to Israelis around the country. Sharon is the organization's regional manager, and he joins us with more. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So what is Paamonim?
Right.
Boy, it's a hard word.
Paamonim is a non-profit organization which set for itself a mission to increase awareness to household budgeting, to debt management, to financial planning, all these issues that people tend to put aside and try not to think about too much because they deal with numbers and not spending everything you want to.
Absolutely. So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, the founder of the organization tried to help a family maybe about 15 years ago, and he tried to organize funds for this family to organize their financial problems. And he realized that the more he was organizing funds, it just didn't help. They were just getting worse and worse. And he realized they just didn't know how to handle these funds that he was organizing for them. So he thought, okay, let's try to figure out a way for people to help themselves get out of the trouble and not rely on other people's money.
How common is this issue in Israel, you know, the issue of being able to handle your own budget?
Well, if we just look at how many people are in debt or in overdraft in the bank, they're sitting with maybe 50% of the population dips into the overdraft or even is in a permanent state of overdraft inside the bank. So we know people are using debt all the time as an ongoing situation where debt is really not something that we should be accustomed to. People can really get by without debts at all.
How many people have you guys helped already?
Well, just 2015, about 6,800 families turned to Paamonim and got some sort of financial counseling and assistance, whether it's in individual consultations or long-term procedures that we do with the families. But it's really very, very widespread. We turn to the wider audience. We help through lectures and workshops for the entire Israeli public. So could be a good couple of 100,000, I would imagine.
So this is a huge venture that you guys have going for you, and I understand that it's mainly volunteers. How are you funding the entire program?
Well, it's mainly individual households who have a little bit of extra cash and they want to contribute. It's pretty much in the Israeli culture to give off a bit of your income for certain charity, and it's one of the charities that individual households support. And as a matter of fact, it's actually a very strong financial basis because it's tens of thousands of families who give off a bit of their...
Who are these families exactly? Is it a specific population within Israel that's facing this issue, or is it just across the board?
The people who turn to us?
Yes.
It's certainly across the board. It's a matter of fact, it's not even just people would think in the lower percentile, it's even in the higher echelons, higher quartiles of income. Everyone really needs to know how to manage their finances. I've seen stories of people with tens of thousands of shekels income and still not being able to finish off the month without taking off loans and going deeper into debt. So certainly every single household in Israel does need to know this financial planning and this basic education.
Absolutely. I understand that your organization doesn't only help individuals, but also influences legislature in a certain sense. You know, what kind of laws do you think are necessary right now in Israel to help people deal with budgeting?
Right, well, that's a really wide issue. I'll tell you a nice little story that we have had some success, almost with legislature, but we've convinced many people who provide loans to do this. We've actually asked them to label, like we label cigarettes that are hazardous for your health, that people, before they take extra loans that can take them deeper and deeper in debt, they should sign an awareness agreement that they realize that loans are really bad for you. People should really try to get away from loans or taking debt or any sort of financial assistance in there. Right.
Well, because a lot of this is about awareness and knowing what you're doing, what you're getting into when you take out a loan.
Definitely.
So the big question here now is, how can people reach your organization? How can they become part of these educational courses that you're providing?
Right, it's very simple. We provide for the public in any way you want. You want the information, you can, first of all, start off at our website. You can do everything there, from getting on your own tools, your apps, videos, articles, anything you want to do on the website. And you can turn for individual assistance as well. Workshops, assistance, lectures, everything. If you want to be aware, there's no problem. Just go to our website. It's paamonim.org. You can even look it up on Google. It comes up first.
Great. Well, it's a great thing that you guys are doing for this country, and maybe I should check out what you're doing as well. You guys teach me some things.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.